This is a Showa NX. It's got some warding in here that makes it somewhat difficult, not too bad to work around. And it's got some opposing low lifts like a lot of these Showas do. But for the most part, you want to just pick what gives counter rotation because these have mushroom style pins. I'd say the top pins probably the hardest part of the lock. And you do drop some pins along the way, like I think I just did right there. So there's a couple of the back pins set on the top. I think I've got a lot of them set. Check these front ones. All right, there's another top pin. Can't have, but well, there's another one. A deep fall set now. I think it's one in the back that I can't get to because of how deep this A-cab is. So I'm going to switch picks to this Flag by MX lock picking. I think it's actually the second top pin. There we go. All right, this format is a bit of a pain to gut, but I will go ahead and gut it. It was a pain to get it to the point where I could gut it initially, I guess, because of the format of this lock. I had to pound this faceplate off. And I had to make a crimp there to get this cone off of this sleeve, because this sleeve is crimped on and it's raised up and catches on that collar. So you got to get that slid back. If I can get it lined up right. Did it once. Now watch me not be able to do it. There we go. Wait a minute, do I need to do that? I don't know if I need to do that. Having trouble remembering the process. There we go. All right, so it's coming out, pushing the core out. You can see the caps are exposed now by doing that. Have to be careful that they don't slide off because they are not retained on there very well. See, like that one's coming off. I just slid it back on. That one's starting to come off. All right, they're still on. All right, they're still on. Let's see if I can just yank this thing off of here. All right, so those caps are not on there very well. But to get it off initially, I did pull that cone piece off. I don't think I had to, but looking back at it, but these dimples here are dimpled into the holes here. So I had to take a socket, put this in a vise, basically drive that out. What I just pushed out, I had to drive that out with a socket and a hammer to get it out initially. But now these dimples are pressed in after sliding this out once. Makes it easier to gut it. Now you can just do it by hand, not have to beat on them. So yeah, just gutting this format initially was a bit of a pain. I'm going to start with the right side. See, these just slide right out. And as in most of these, there are empty chambers. There's a dummy stack there on one. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put this over here. And this is 7. I'm starting with the right and putting the right on top because that's the way that I always got these high pin count locks. So just try to do it the same way every time. There's the dummy stack. That one's a T-pin. All right, now I'm going to do the top. All right, and finally the left side. So this first one's a centering bearing. The centering bearings, I don't know if it depends on the format or what, but I've seen that the centering bearing's not always in the same spot in these locks. The other one that I picked, it was in the back. Might even been on the right side, not even on the left side. So that centering bearing is not always in the same spot. But yeah, it could just depend on the format. Not really sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got that right. Nothing on 2. All right, I will see if I can get this cam off. I've not attempted to unscrew these yet. But that one broke loose. Not all the way out yet. Let me break this one loose first. Wow, I didn't mean to do that. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. So there's no milling that I can see in there. It's got all these mushroom spools, and it's a slight T-pin there on chamber 3 on the right. All right, that is the Showa NX with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sure I counted that right. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pins.